Aloha Commanders, and welcome to Later Tonight with Dr. Iron Chef, hosted on Aloha Diz.
Please be sure to follow on Twitch and subscribe on YouTube for all the latest content.
Today we discuss the new patch notes blog post and video from Beck of Star Trek Fleet Command. So, Khan's back, folks.
Yeah, he is. And not just back, like back with a vengeance.
Totally. Apparently used some forbidden progenitor network knowledge, defied fate, beat Kirk.
Right, and now he's aiming for galactic domination. It's quite the setup.
So your job, Commanders, is basically to sort this timeline mess out, this deep dive. We're going to unpack the key bits of this Wrath of Khan Part 1 update.
Exactly. We'll hit the highlights, tell you what actually impacts your gameplay. Think of us as your cliff notes for the patch. No need to read the whole thing unless you really want to.
All right, let's jump in. First up, some quality of life updates. Maybe not the flashiest, but, you know, important.
Definitely. These are the things that make daily play smoother.
So independent archives, what's that about? Sounds a bit grand.
It is kind of cool. It's about the Ferengi Dvor and the Dvor Fishia. There's a new mastery system for them.
Okay, mastery. How does that work? For the Dvor Fishia, it's Tier 9, Archives level 25.
That's right. And when you master it, you unlock some nice buffs. Things like ship parts cost efficiency.
Always good.
Yeah. A latinum mining bonus, better protected cargo.
Crucial.
And you get a golden avatar. Plus, they've tidied up the latinum refinery, consolidated some bundles there.
Nice. Shiny avatar, practical buffs.
Yeah.
I like it. What about the Dvor Fishia? That's Tier 12, Archives 44.
Yep, a bit higher level. Similar idea, though. You get ship parts cost efficiency for the Fishia specifically, a concentrated latinum mining bonus.
Ooh, concentrated.
Yeah, and an FKR reputation increase. That's Federation, Klingon, Romulan, and of course another golden avatar.
Sweet. Anything different about its bundles in the refinery?
Just one thing, the blueprints for the Fishia. They're staying separate. Everything else gets bundled up.
Gotcha. Okay, next QL thing. Away teams refresh. This sounds big. People have been talking about away teams for a while.
Oh, yeah. This is pretty significant. There's new research, updates to the store, and these new Priority 1 assignments.
Priority 1 assignments, P1 ATAs, I see them called.
Exactly. We'll get into the details of those later, but yeah, big changes coming to away teams could really shake up the daily routine.
Hopefully for the better. Less clicking, more pew-pew.
Maybe. We'll see.
Then there's bulk upgrade buildings. My finger joints are already thanking the devs.
Right. This looks super handy. You get a new orange arrow button. You tap it, and a slider pops up. Lets you select multiple levels to upgrade at once. Boom.
Oh, fantastic. Any catches?
Only if a building has a prerequisite. Like, if you need to upgrade your ops first, you still got to do that.
Sure.
But for just leveling up a single building multiple times, huge time saver.
Excellent. What about new players? The onboarding experience is getting some love.
It is. The main tutorials are polished, but the big thing is optional secondary tutorials.
Optional ones.
Yeah, like little pop-up guides after the main stuff. They cover, gosh, everything. Missions panel, officers, research, daily goals, events, away teams, refinery. 17 of them, I think.
Wow, that should really help people get up to speed faster, less feeling lost.
That's the goal. Make it less daunting.
Even loading screen tips are new.
Yep, just little helpful hints while the game loads. They're even asking for feedback on what tips people want to see.
Cool. And Cadet Corner, a new chat.
Yeah, it's specifically for players under level 20. A safe space across servers to ask questions, connect with other new players.
That sounds great.
And they're introducing mentors, experienced players picked by the team to hang out in there and offer advice.
Love that. Building community. Okay, last QL bit. Excess artifact shards conversion. People have wanted this forever.
Tell me about it. Finally, yes. Any shards you have beyond what's needed to craft the artifact, they now automatically convert into artifact remnant currency.
No more digital dust bunnies. Excellent. All right, let's shift to the main event, Khan. The missions are driving this story, right?
Absolutely. 10 core missions, kick things off. It covers Khan's escape, finding this hidden independent station, using that progenitor tech he found there to, well, beat Kirk and the Enterprise crew. Now you got to fix the timeline.
Classic. And side missions, too. 5 of them.
Yep. They introduced Lucretia, who calls herself the Hand of Khan, very loyal. These missions point you towards those Priority 1 away team assignments and give you a shot at challenging Khan's champions.
Ooh, champions. And maybe even recruit Khan himself.
That's the ultimate prize, potentially. Keep your enemies closer, right?
Speaking of Khan, Fleet Commander Khan Noonien Singh. Let's talk about him. Remind us who this guy is.
I mean, he's iconic, right? Genetically engineered Superman from Earth's past, Eugenics wars, Botany Bay sleeper ship.
Woken up by Kirk.
Exactly. Tried to take over, got exiled to SETI Alpha V, things went badly there. Now he's back, super motivated by revenge and this new progenitor knowledge. His ambition is galactic now.
Definitely not someone you want angry at you. So as a fleet commander, what's his specialty?
He's primarily a PvP powerhouse. High-impact combat.
Like what? What does he boost?
Things like Apex Shred, which eats through enemy barriers. He buffs barrier strength itself, makes cloaking criticals hit harder, and helps in station combat.
Okay. And he has unique skill trees.
3 of them: Visionary, Extremist, and Overseer. They enhance specific battle effects: hull breach, burning, morale.
So weakening enemies, damage over time, messing with crew effectiveness. Nasty.
Pretty much. But he's also got PvE uses: Goose Apex Shred, crit chance, and crit damage against hostiles, too. Good for the new augment enemies and solo wave defense.
Versatile villainy. What's his big active ability?
It's called Wrath of Khan, naturally. It's a huge fleet-wide boost, 400% critical damage for over 5 minutes.
Wow, that's significant.
Oh yeah, game-changing in a big fight. Plus, his regular abilities help with station defense, arena, capturing nodes, fighting cloaked ships, lots of strategic angles.
Okay, gotta have him. How do we get him? Starting day 1.
Yep, available immediately. 2 main ways: complete those special Conquest Priority 1 away team assignments, or defeat Khan's champions.
Which probably won't be easy.
I'm guessing not.
Right, let's circle back to away teams and those Priority 1 assignments, P1 ATAs. You said this was a big overhaul.
It really is. So first, you need to be Ops 26 or higher.
Copy.
Then you unlock the first P1 ATA slot using service awards in the away team's research tree. Service awards are kind of like away team loyalty points you earn.
Got it. So unlock the slot. Then what's the loop? How do we run them?
Okay, you start by hitting the new Augment Exile hostiles. They drop common hijack splicers.
Splicers, okay.
You take those splicers to the Augment faction store and trade them for common Wrath credits.
New currency Wrath credits.
Right. Then you use those Wrath credits to buy planetary charts bundles. Inside those bundles are planetary charts.
And the charts launch the P1 ETAs.
Exactly. You use a chart, launch the assignment. You can speed them up with away team speedups and refresh tokens, which also come in those chart bundles. It's a whole cycle.
Collect splicers, get credits, buy charts, run assignments. Got it. What kind of rewards are we talking?
They come in common, rare, and epic rarities, balanced for different ops levels. Standard completion gets you Pioneer's Crests.
Another new currency.
Yep, this one's for upgrading the refreshed away team's research tree. Plus, you get uncommon and rare mats and parts, G3 through G6.
Okay, standard stuff. But the critical successes, that's where the good stuff is.
Always. Crit success can get you rare and epic officer shards DS9, SNW, ENTE, Section 31 crews, also Prime Dolomide, more Pioneer's Crests, high-value G3, G6 mats and parts,
Yes.
and potentially full officer unlocks from Special Conquest. These are rare P1 ATAs focused on getting con shards, his skill points, and yeah, those full unlocks.
Very cool. Now, you mentioned Woki Jokum and bonus bundles. Who's Jokum?
He is a new epic officer tied into Khan's story. There are specific progression bundles to unlock and rank him up using something called Joachim Affinity.
Okay, and the bonus bundles.
You buy those with the Wrath credits, uncommon, rare, epic tiers. They're full of useful stuff. Uncommon might have projectiles. Rare could have things like Drydock G components, artifacts.
Artifacts.
Yeah. And the epic bundles have top-tier things, forbidden tech, more artifacts like the Book of the Costumogen, that KATA hailing frequency.
Need that.
Right. New avatars, frames too. And remember, getting these new officers and maxing their traits helps your critical success chance on all away teams.
Good tip. Any other quick QL wins for away teams?
Yeah, a few nice ones. An auto-assign officers button, finally.
Yeah.
A direct link to the research tree from the away team screen. The tree itself is reorganized. And a limited time gift in the store with P1 ATA stuff and some G6 speedups.
That's good. And those Conquest P1 ATAs are key for getting Khan himself.
Definitely. They're the main source for his shards and skill points. Always epic rarity. Standard success gets you shards and points. Critical success, that's where you get the chance for full officer unlocks. S31 Georgiou, SNW Pike, Hemmer, Kirk, Mbenga, Una, ENTE Picard, Riker. Some heavy hitters.
Seriously good lineup. Okay, new enemies. Augment Exiles. Where are they? What are they?
They've set up shop in the space between Federation and Dominion territory. new systems there. And they've brought new ships, or rather hijacked old ones.
Hijacked like what?
Hijacked augment drones, basically. Hijacked Mayflowers, D3s, Legionaries. They come in G3 common up to G6 epic rarity. Main loot is those hijacked splicers we talked about.
And they have buffs.
Yep. Augmented force for more isolytic damage, and not so wounded, which gives them an apex barrier, makes them tougher.
Lovely. What else?
Loot carriers. DY-200 class survey ships that carry all types of splicers. Amounts vary by grade. They have the same buffs, plus dilithium destabilization, 30% chance at the start of combat to just poof, instant warp core destruction.
30%. Ouch. That's harsh. Please show me that's the worst one.
Well, there are also hijacked D7 class hostiles, aggressive hunters. Their dilithium destabilization chance is 90%.
90. Okay, wow. Avoid those if possible. Or bring back up warp cores.
Seriously. They also have the augmented force and not so wounded buffs. Augment space is dangerous.
No kidding. So, champion missions. These sound tough, but rewarding.
That's the idea. Repeatable challenges, 5 difficulty tiers, cadet up to nightmare.
How do you trigger them?
First, you need champion trophies. You get those from loot chests dropped by the regular Augment Exile hostile.
Sorry. Trophies, then.
Take the trophies to the Augment faction store. You need superior reputation first. Trade them in to claim a champion mission. That spawns a champion hostile. Beat it, and you earn hijacked insignia.
Another currency. What are insignia good for?
Back to the Augment store. Trade them for con shards, con skill points, that Yoakum affinity, and more Augment reputation. It's all connected.
It really is. And the hijack splicers fuel a lot of this, right?
Yeah.
Especially in research.
Absolutely. We use splicers in the away team's research tree for tons of stuff. Unlocking the second P1 ATA slot, boosting apex shredding, crew efficiencies for S&W and Voyager crews, isolytic defense, unlocking Conquest, boosting champion rewards via Con's favor, better hostile extermination. It's central.
Okay. And these new augment systems,
Yeah.
where are they exactly?
It's a whole new region, 23 systems, level 20 Clitoria up to level 70 Demondius, between Fed and Dominion space.
Lots to explore. So summing up the augment stuff, why engage? What are the big benefits?
Great officer sourcing, G3, G6 material cost efficiencies, those repeatable champion missions, the away teams bundle, dry dock G access, other items, plus climbing those new rep tiers, Patron, Avenger, Superior, Exile, lots of rewards locked behind rep.
You mentioned prioritizing the away team's exchange bundle.
Yeah, I think that offers really good value early on.
And augment faction favors, what do they do?
You buy those with Wrath credits. They give boosts like faster research, better resource station ship part efficiencies, more cargo capacity on G6 ships, better hostile loot drops, better rep gains, loads of different buffs across all G3, G6 tiers. You can pick the ones that help you most.
Cool. And officer sourcing through bundles.
Right. Officer recruit bundles in the Augment store. Common, uncommon, rare, epic. You buy them with Wrath credits matching the hostile difficulty. They drop shards, but also officer choice tokens.
Choice tokens
Okay.
for a specific officer.
Exactly. Lets you target officers like Anorax, Janeway, Torres, 7 of 9, Harry Kim. Lots of good ones. The crew types in the bundles depend on the rarity. And don't forget, the Planetary Charts bundle also gives trait XP and away team speed-ups.
Okay, let's talk new crew members. 3 new officers dropping.
That's right. First, Epic Carol Marcus.
What's her deal?
Her officer ability, Scientific Evidence, boosts loot drops from those augment hijacked hostiles. Useful. Her below-deck ability, Null Hypothesis, boosts shield mitigation for a round after you take hull damage from non-armadas.
Sounds perfect for farming that new space. Who's next?
Rare Leonard McCoy. Bones.
About time. What does he do?
His officer ability, doctor's orders, buffs armor, shield deflection, and dodge specifically during wave defense on your station. His below deck, a fighting chance, gives similar buffs against regular non-armada hostiles. Good defensive boosts.
Station defense and general PvE. Nice. And the third is Epic Yoakum.
Yep. Khan's right-hand man. His officer ability, Unwavering Faith, increases your apex barrier if you get attacked by another player while you're on a survey ship.
Interesting. PvP implications there, maybe.
Could be. His below deck, We Are Free, boosts isolytic defense against both hostiles and players. Seemed like a solid addition for augment-focused crews.
All right, nearly there. Let's hit the additional content and Battle Pass. What's Chaos Tech? Sounds ominous.
It's a new ship-specific upgrade system. First one is the Genesis device, Chaos Tech, for the SS Revenant.
Genesis device. Seriously, what does it do?
Boosts shots versus Borg Type 03, boosts crit damage versus Borg Polygon Armadas, and increases the ship's base hull points. big buff for Borg hunters.
Borg beware. What about refits? Just cosmetic.
Pretty much. Several G3, G6 epic ships get hijacked visual refits to match the augment theme. TOS Enterprise, D7, Bird of Prey, NT, ND, and E Scimitar. Quite a few are getting the look.
Cool. And a new projectile.
The Apex Shredder increases your Apex Shred against non-Armada hostiles. More help cracking those augment defenses.
Good, good. And the Battle Pass. What's the theme?
It's the ultimate woke starter pack. Woke is Wrath of Khan, obviously.
Makes sense. What's in it?
Shards for Woke Carol Marcus, a woke frame, officer store tokens, augment credits, planetary charts, Pioneer's crests, away team speed-ups, FC crew field training upgrades, temporal artifact shards, consumables. Pretty packed.
Standard good stuff. And more cosmetics from events.
Yeah, watch out for events offering new avatars, frames, and that Calliane hailing frequency. You gotta get that one.
And finally, a quick mention for bug fixes and improvements. Sounds like they squashed a bunch.
Yeah, the notes list fixes across mission store, tournaments, wave defense, leaderboards, daily goals, ship abilities, hazards, navigation, events, the usual broad sweep of polishing. Always good to see.
Well, Commanders, that wraps up our deep dive. Khan is definitely back, shaking things up with a new fleet commander role, huge changes to away teams and the augment faction, new officers.
Plus those welcome quality of life tweaks. Hopefully you've got a much clearer picture now, maybe had a few aha moments about how this all fits together.
Yeah, hopefully this helps you navigate the RAF, so to speak. Now it's time for you to jump in and check it all out. What are you hitting first? Those champion missions. Trying to get Khan.
It does make you think, though. Khan changing the timeline. What else could change? What other parts of the Trek universe might get splintered?
Definitely food for thought. A potentially chaotic future awaits.
Be sure to follow Dr. Iron Chef on Twitch and subscribe to Aloha Diz on YouTube.
Mahalo for joining us.